No, but you get what I'm saying? It's like, I'll go with myself, for instance, right? And try to think of this stuff while I'm talking to you about it. Because with me, I was in relationships before, Laura, and people ask me, why is it working out so well now? There's things I wasn't before. And trust me, I was with some girls that were terrible. I've been cheated on. So I'm not going to sit here and be like, I don't know, I was awesome and they cheated. No, I was very insecure in the relationship where I cheated, which is probably combined with the things that she was already going through, why she cheated.
Yeah.
But I was always like trying to figure out where she was. I was so scared that she would cheat, that she cheated.
Yeah.
And so it's like there's things where I'm like, and then I also wasn't self-sufficient. I didn't have my own vehicle. You know what I mean? I didn't have a good job, and at points, no job. You know what I mean? I wasn't, I didn't have any ambition because I thought that I talked about this in older episodes. I wasn't sure that I would live like to be this long.
Yeah.
So I never had ambitions, right? So these are all things that I worked on, right? And I also had very poor boundaries. And this is hard for a guy to admit because I'm not a cheater, but I had poor boundaries with people, meaning like the way you, like the flirtatious things you could do, right? Your interactions, you're putting yourself in positions to make the other person uncomfortable.
Yeah. Okay.
So it'd be very easy for me if I was self-righteous to be like, well, I never cheated, so I'm good. Like, no, I didn't. But look, there's parts of my friendships that I had with people that would make someone that I'm with feel bad. So I had to learn how to have friends. I had to learn how to have good boundaries. And it's same thing with like my guy friends.
Yeah.
Like, I have to learn how to prioritize the girl I'm with over those things, but still make time for them later, right?
Yeah.
So these are all things I had to work on. And I had to get a job. I had to get a car. I had to have a dream. I had to learn how to speak right.
Because like I've also been told like, oh, well, don't, be friends with the girl first, or vice versa, girls with guys, like be friends with them first. Like, but like I've noticed that like, I guess I'm too good of a friend because I get put in that friend zone. Like I've been also told, oh, well, I don't want to lose the friendship that we have. I don't want to mess that up. So like that I'm stuck in the friend zone again. So and
you're right. Maybe, so you're onto something there, right? Like, because I mean, me and Laura were
like
friends.
Should I just be a bad friend? Like, I don't know.
I don't think you should be a bad friend either, but I think that people, and I don't know, this is why it's up to you to like look at yourself, right? Because I can only guess, but I think people want to, there's got to be a sense of independence, in the sense of like, not in the traditional, like I have my own house, my own car, work 2 jobs, you a bad broad. Is that a bad music reference? I-N-D-E-P-E-N. No, not in the sense of like independence and those things. But I mean, like in the sense of like, I like you, I like being around you, but I'm just fine as well. I think people can read the confidence and they can go, hey, I'm not looking for a relationship, but you're cool, you're interesting, someone to spend some time with you. You know what I mean? And they register that and they understand. There's a fine balance when you meet someone where you don't want to be overbearing, but you also don't want to be not interested, because then you're just some person in the room.
Yeah.
So there's a balance there. But getting back to that subject, it's so what do you think what are some things, the way that I listed off some things that, like, specific things I needed to get better at to not repeat these relationship habits? Is there anything that you can think of, like, I want to be more like this? Have you even broke it down yet? Like,
I don't.
You don't have to have all the answers.
No.
So this is a good place for you to start then. The next time you're hanging out by yourself, instead of thinking like, I don't get it, like, I eating this delicious meal, I could be sharing it with someone.
Yeah.
And you made a comment earlier, like, I know I can treat you better than the last person.
Yeah.
You don't know that. What if the last person was a great guy and it just didn't work out? Because sometimes people don't work out.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying, don't approach it from that angle. Instead of thinking all the wonderful things you do, you know those things, accept them, value yourself for those things. Start really focusing on the things that you don't do, and try to implement something different. And maybe you're wrong. Maybe you're like, I thought it was this, but you're never going to know if you're doing the same things, is my point.
Yeah.
As you switch things up, you're like, all right, now I'm being way meaner, right?
Yeah.
And so I need to find some place in between or change something else up. But don't keep doing the same thing, because then you end up in the same spot, right?
Yeah, that's true.
So it's a cool little thing that you can do when you're hanging out by yourself. What could I do differently? And that goes into everything else in life. If you can master it in who you are in a relationship, you can master it in who you are at your job. Yeah. You can master it who you are in your friendships.
Yeah.
Your relationship with your children, your relationship with your actual, like, your biological family, not just the person you're with.
Yeah.
And you just find yourself having better relationships. And that's where I'm at with it. And, and again, the old Will would be aggressive, or like, you upset me, you were not cool.
Yeah.
But the newer version of me, I'm trying to really understand people. Why would they think that? And I don't let it bother me. If someone told me like Will's a douchebag, like I wouldn't like go, it wouldn't ruin my day. But if I'm hanging out with him, I'd be like, well, what, why? Like, what made you, what did I do to
what's
say
your
like,
reason? Yeah.
And then I would listen, not even like, oh, you're dumb. Like, as soon
Just
as
get defensive right away.
Well, you came out here and you joked about my friend's mom and he didn't take it very well. Now I know like, oh, you know what? Like that, I could see how you took it that way. I didn't mean to. I joke about everyone's mom.
Yeah.
And I'm just making, I don't joke about moms, but I probably do. But I'm just using it as an example. Like you could, and then now I know and I understand and I have it. Now, whether I use it or not is up to me, but at least I have the information and I'm not just going around being like, that guy's an idiot. He doesn't like me. No, he doesn't like me because X, Y, and Z. I don't agree with it. I wasn't trying to be that way. Yeah. But I can see how he would see that. And I'm going to make sure I don't do those things around him because I actually like that guy and I want him to be my friend. Yeah. Like that would be a way more healthier way of approaching that than this guy just doesn't like me. I don't know. How many times you run into that? Well, I don't know. I did everything right. And they just don't like me. Yeah. Oh, well, I guess there's no insight there. But that's, I know we're kind of rambling off about it, but that's a good place to start.
Yeah.
Like what can I do differently and what can I change and be objective? I know it's hard. No one likes to hear bad things, but they're only, if you can accept that they're not, don't internalize and make it personal.
I think you would call it like, what's the word? Construction.
Constructive criticism.
I was going to say constructual.
Criticize them.
Yeah.
No, that's really what it is. But you're doing it yourself. People can give out criticism to other people all day. Yeah. But when you're doing it to yourself, it's a little bit more difficult. But the more you practice it, it becomes a little bit of second nature, right? Mm-hmm. But the amount of calm that you can find when you are able to get to that place, like even just handling that guy at the graduation that way, like, yeah, you know, because you know me for a long time. Like, granted, people like that guy when I was that asshole that would fight. But I don't like that guy. I never liked him. I never liked doing those things. And if I have kids, I don't want them being like, well, dad beats up everyone. Why can't I? Yeah, well, I'll just beat up my brother and maybe I'll beat up dad one day. Like, I don't want any of that. Yeah. And so it's like, that never made me feel
beating you up.
Yeah. And honestly, like anyone that thinks that that's like a comfortable thing, like I don't want to encourage that. Granted, there are times in life where you probably will have to fight. That wasn't one of them. Mm-hmm. But just being able to be poised and calm and just be like, all right, there's more at stake here than just this moment. And it's very easy to have your ego hurt. And if someone is a bigger guy, it's very easy to like for someone to be disrespectful or in my face and for me to go like, I'm just gonna like punch this guy because I'm probably gonna hurt them. Like I would hurt that guy. That's the easier thing. Instead I did the harder thing, which is be calm and cool and just know if things got to that point, I'd be willing to like handle the situation. Yeah.
If it escalated to that point. Yeah.
Yeah, but the amount of calm you can find I would never have gotten to that place if I didn't do what I'm asking you to do. Yeah. Which is figure out, why do I get angry in the first place? Yeah. Like for a man to say I'm insecure about something is a difficult thing to do. Yeah. But if you can do it and there's better outcomes at the end, wouldn't that be worth it? If you could do all this and it meant you're in a really healthy, happy relationship, wouldn't it be worth it?
Yeah. Yeah, it would.
If you enjoy puppies and you enjoy homes, there's Puppies Without Homes. If you subscribe to this channel, that could help a puppy find a home, I bet, probably. I wouldn't risk it.